Hello and welcome to our virtual Adopt a Park safety video. This video is going to be general, so make sure to listen to the park rangers and your AZSA contact for more specific instructions during the day of your event. In this video, we're going to go over some general basics such as tool safety, how to properly trim trees, how to remove invasive species, health guidelines, and overall basic park safety. We ask that before arriving, you monitor any symptoms and you don't attend if you have any symptoms or have been exposed to COVID or you're not feeling well in general. You know your own health, so just monitor that and don't come if you think you are going to be contagious or not feeling well. When you arrive at an Adopt a Park cleanup event, please wear long sleeves, pants, closed-toed shoes, and a hat. Additionally, follow all directions sent to you by our event coordinators. We are still following CDC guidelines and will have masks available for anyone that is interested in wearing one. You are no longer required to wear a mask in outdoor events where you are able to socially distance yourselves. Please bring as many of your own items as possible, such as water, sunscreen, snacks, gloves, masks, etc. AZSA will provide all of the above in case you don't have them, but you can help us maintain social distancing practices and limit our interactions by bringing these kinds of items yourself. When you arrive at the event, there will be signs directing you to where you need to check in. You will sign in at the table and then wait for the AZSA coordinator or park ranger in general to provide further instructions on the various activities that will be taking place at the cleanup. Some of these activities can include trash pickup, invasive species removal, tree branch removal, and other things that the park ranger might specifically instruct you on. For the trash pickup, you are going to need a trash picker, trash bag, and a pair of gloves. Make sure to wipe down the trash picker and then move to the designated area. Glass, water bottles, cigarette butts, plastic cups, bags, golf balls, etc. are commonly found when picking up trash. If needles are found, please notify a park ranger so they can properly dispose of it, and do not pick up this item. Once you are finished, bring your bag back to the volunteer station, tie it up, properly wipe down the trash picker, place the gloves in the used gloves box, and sanitize your hands before leaving. For invasive species removal, you're going to need a trash bag and gloves. One invasive species found commonly throughout Phoenix is known as stinknut. It's a plant with yellow balls similar to a flower, but it's actually an invasive species of weed. This invasive is so prolific, in the last few years it has infested the regional area and has overtaken many yards, parks, medians, open desert spaces, and pretty much every inch of soil it can lay root in. During summer, when it's dried up, stinknut plays a significant role in the spread of wildfires. Therefore, when removing these invasive species from the ground, you must pull from the bottom, just like when pulling a weed. You want to get the roots out of the ground as well as the entire invasive species. You don't want to pull on the leafy or the flowering parts of the invasive species itself, because then the little seeds will fall out and spread all over the ground, which will allow for the plant to regrow. By pulling from the bottom, you will get the roots as well. Dispose of the invasive species in the trash bag. Other problematic species are found throughout many of the parks in which we work. Your AZSA representative or a park ranger will highlight which species need to be removed and will provide specific instructions on how to do so. Once you are finished, bring back your bag to the volunteer station, tie it up, place the gloves in the used glove box, and sanitize your hands before leaving. Please be aware if there are any seeds on your gloves, clothes, or shoes, as we want to limit the spread of these species. For tree branch removal, the only thing you're going to need are gloves. You will be working alongside a park ranger as they will be taking the lead on tree trimming and branch removal. As the park ranger is trimming the tree, branches will be falling, so be cautious and aware of your surroundings. You will be taking the branches and moving them over, typically to the back of a Parks Department truck. Once you are finished, properly wipe down the used tools, place the glove in the used glove box, and sanitize your hands before leaving. There will likely be other activities you will participate in during the event and are not covered during this video, but will be covered in depth during the event. If your event is going to include a tree planting activity, you will be shown another similar video going over all of the things you need to know regarding proper tree planting practices and safety procedures. Our tool safety guidelines highlight the various tools that you might be able to use during the park cleanups. These could include shovels, rakes, shears, and small hand gardening tools. Remember carrying tools to keep an eye out on your surroundings to avoid any collisions, and keep the blade of the tool facing down and in front of you. Always use tools as directed and ask for assistance if you have any questions. Different tools may be used for different purposes depending on the task you have been given. For example, shears are typically used for tree trimming, rakes are generally included to clear brush, fallen branches, and other debris. Shovels may be provided for various digging tasks. Small gardening tools will occasionally be used for invasive plant removal, and trash pickers will be used for picking up trash. General safety tips. Please remember that any time you are doing physical labor outside, there are a few things to always keep in mind, such as wearing sunscreen, wearing protective clothing such as long pants, long sleeves, hats, gloves, etc. Wearing closed-toed shoes. We prefer hiking shoes to prevent any thorns from getting through. Making sure to follow all safety directions on site. Taking breaks when you need to. Making sure to give yourself a break before you get too hot. Making sure you're hydrated and drinking plenty of water while you're working, and asking for help if you need it. Also, if for any reason you need medical assistance, if there is any sort of emergency, please find someone wearing an AZSA shirt or a park ranger immediately. You will be made aware of who you can go to at the beginning of the event. We will have water and snacks available to you while at the cleanup, so if you need to refill your water bottle or need a bite to eat, there will be these at the sign-in table. Lastly, if you still have any questions, please do not hesitate to reach out to your contact at AZSA. That will be listed on all of your emails, so do not hesitate to ask any questions beforehand or during the event. We thank you so much for volunteering with us in this community, and we look forward to all of the projects we're going to do together.